Please stay in the studio until your recordings are finished uploading. Okay. That's the first time that's ever popped up.
Because I don't usually select it. I don't know what it means.
What are you eating?
Cashew nuts.
Oh, and the raisins.
And
What's
raisins.
I got my nuts, my Brazil nuts.
Let's make sure.
Nutty girls.
Nutty girls.
Nutty naughty.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Testing.
It's better if you lift it up a bit.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Depending on how we distribute or release these, they might not get that reference yet.
I know.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. You'll get it. Oh, that's so weird. The dark chocolate Brazil nut I've been eating, and there's a bit of chocolate on the mic.
Oh
well, everyone wants a bit of chocolate.
Everybody does love a bit of chocolate. Bit of dark chocolate.
Not the shimmy of the shoulders.
Dark chocolate. Do you remember My Ocean Kids? Is it Terry Crews?
Oh my gosh. Yes. How could I forget?
Like, Indeed.
Indeed. Oh God. He was so good. He was good playing those roles.
I feel like he plays the same role all the time.
Yeah, he does. Even in White Chicks, I felt like he was like an eccentric black man that was ripped.
Yeah. He was, same one. But I mean,
nailed it.
Place your strengths, isn't it? That's you.
Yeah. And it's worked for him.
It has.
Yeah.
So
hey everyone.
Hey. How you
doing? Ho.
Happy holidays. Well,
it
Valentine's
actually is
holiday.
Currently also the new lunar year. So happy year with the dragon.
Oh yeah. Rawr.
Wow. Wow. Not the rawr. Cheetah girl.
Not the rawr. Year of the Dragon sounds fiery.
Yeah, fire. So this is a little Gyalentines special that we thought we'll just do real quick for all of the lovers and non-lovers out there.
For the lovers and friends.
Yeah, it's
Luda,
literally
John and Usher. Do it again.
Usher.
Usher.
Okay. Well, how does Little John go?
Okay. Something like that.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna play that after this.
That is a tune. But yeah, here for all the lovers.
Yeah. And the non-lovers. Because some people are just in there like, stay away from me.
Stay away from me era.
Yeah, stay away from me era.
I find if you're ever in a stay away from me era, it sends a signal out to potential people. Like men will be like, oh, she's in a healing era. She don't want a man. Let me come and ruin her life.
Let me disturb her peace because my peace had been disturbed. And it's like, damn, leave me alone.
Yeah. Just going about your business. And they're like, no, we need to ruin her day.
Yeah.
She looking too peaceful.
Right? Like, 2-3 years of like pain isn't enough. She's healed or healing. Let me just ruin that a little bit more. Actually.
Yeah.
Give it a wobble.
Waste. Be wobbling.
Wobbly.
I was going to think another song. Wobble baby. You know that song? Who sings that one?
Who does sing that? They need to pay us for reminding people of these songs.
Right. People are going to listen to this and the listens are going to go up through the roof. They're going to go platinum. So many people listen to us right now.
Come off.
And they're going to be like, why have you got so many views and listens? Oh, because of the Baddies book club. Yeah.
Wow. Delulu. For real.
Listen, Delulu is the Salulu.
I swear Salulu is someone's name in like in South Africa somewhere. There's a Salulu. I swear down.
I need to meet her. Or
stand up for you. Or them. So, hey, Gyalentines. So we thought we'd do a little special because I wanted to share how I'm spending my Valentine's. I don't actually, like, traditionally, I don't celebrate it. Not because I'm a hater. I'd been in a long-term relationship and we would just like be cute and have like a dinner at home and like cook a nice dinner and have like a 3-course meal kind of stuff. Because what I hated one time when we went out for dinner, we paid through our neck for what was a very mediocre meal.
Damn.
And I said, I'm never doing this again. Like, I'm never doing that again. Like £80 per person, and the food was late, like it was cold, and it's just, I was frustrated, and I was like, we could just do this at home. So we did.
And they hike up their prices on Valentine's Day, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They really do. So I was like, the real trick actually is celebrating it like the day after or the day before, or like a couple of days, because then it just goes back to normal price.
I know, I hear it.
We're not rushed off their feet as well.
You do run the risk of your man then potentially spending actual Valentine's Day with his real boo.
If your man or your gal or your
man or your gal
doing that, leave him, sis.
It's been known that like men will be like, sorry, babe, I got work on Valentine's Day, so I'll see you the day before. When they're really taking their wife out on Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh. And got a babysitter for the kids.
Uh-huh.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Not me. That could never be me.
Listen. Some people get caught out, girl.
They really do. They really do not. So I wasn't actually planning on doing anything. So for the listeners that don't know about my extracurricular activities, which is probably like everybody who would know what I do.
So I'm thinking, what do you do?
I skate on a Wednesday at the moment.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought
which you knew because you know my schedule.
Yeah. No, I thought you meant the other extracurriculars.
Was there?
I don't know. Eating Brazil nuts.
Or Brazil pussies.
Hold it in chocolate. You caught me off guard.
Oh wow. I'm here for it all. And so I do that currently like on a Wednesday, and the last day is the 14th. And I didn't really think about it, like, and then my friend was like, I'm not going to be able to go with you. I'm going to be on a family holiday. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just going to go by myself anyway. Yeah. And then one of my girlfriends was just like, oh, let's do something. I was like, oh yeah, let's do Gyalentines. That would be really nice. Because I love a Gyalentines anyway. I love just sharing love with the gal them, because it's nice to be reminded and to share love. And I said to her, like, we will shower each other with our love. And I think sometimes as well, when people are dating with intention, this day can be so jarring for people, you know, and it can be like hurtful. It makes you feel maybe a bit of loneliness or sadness that you weren't expecting because of this day. And I think low key, I've always been a bit like, fuck this day, because the people you love them every day.
Every day. I hear it.
You know, so I do feel like it's just a money-making thing to kind of just boost sales and profits and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it is. But on this particular time, I'm spending it with my friend. We're gonna go for some food or even just a drink or something, just to kind of be whole with each other, really.
Yeah.
Be reminded that
nice. Yeah,
love is in every format. It doesn't have to always look like a romantic partner. It's love that is given to people that love you back, and also makes you feel good about who you are and how you present in this world. No,
I think it's important as well. No, it is. And I think that's really nice that you're doing that, because like you said, it doesn't have to be just with your romantic partners. You know, love is present in so many areas of our lives, you know. Like we can have love for like objects. Like I love my plants. Like I genuinely love my plants.
They love you back.
They do. They be thriving. I got Mildred in the corner. She's thriving.
She looks so good. I'm honestly, well done, because you're a new plant mom.
I am. And now I've got 7 or 8 plants, and they all have names, and my children have named all of them, and they're part of the family. They're part of the love.
My friend told me you got to sing to them.
if I start singing to them, they're going to take over the house. They're going to flourish because they're going to be like, that voice.
Yes. They're going to be like, I'm growing and I cannot stop. Next thing you know, you're in Jumanji.
Literally. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
thank you.
I just say good morning to them. My son actually hugs his plant. So we've named one of the plants after him, and he'd be like, good morning, and he'll hug the plant. And I'm just like, that's pure love.
So he's named one of the plants after himself.
Yeah, and that's
that
the one
is
that he loves
so
the most.
Wholesome. So he hugs the plant and says, good morning, XYZ.
Yeah.
That's so cute because
it's very cute.
He's saying it to himself.
Yeah, yeah. And then I get them to water them, and it's actually I've never really looked at it that way, only as I've just like started talking about it, but it's a very like nurturing moment, really, isn't it? Watering them, looking after them, seeing like, are any of the leaves dying? What do I need to do? Do they need plant food? Do they need pruning? Like it's a whole spiritual process, really.
It is. And then being able to say like, how often, I can easily say, I've never done this, especially as a child. And even now as an adult trying to say, I love you, Shay. And your son is doing that and saying it.
Yeah.
To himself, but to a plant. But he's named it up. But he's saying it every day with intention. That is.
Yeah. It's something, isn't it? It's got to count for something, hopefully.
It does. Like, I don't like, that's not something I feel that is like, has been practiced as when we were kids to say, I love me, you know? And he's just unintentionally or intentionally named a plant after himself and says it every day. And I think that's really beautiful.
No, it's nice. It is. And yeah, with love. Even my daughter, she's having her first Gyalentines.
With who?
Her friend from school's mum reached out and was like, oh, the girl's name, let's call her Susie. Susie wants to have just generic little Susie.
Sarah. Stop it.
Sarah, Susie. There's not many Sarahs. Like all the kids' names these days are very like, they're like older names now, like Florence and I can't even think of another one now. Bertie. Like they're all quite older traditional names. But yeah, her mum reached out and was like, oh, Susie wants to invite some of her friends around to celebrate Valentine's Day. They're going to have a Valentine's Day lunch at her house. So and she wants all of her friends to wear red and come and celebrate. And I was like, oh,
I am obsessed with this. This is very, very cute. And it's, again, very nurturing. It's very wholesome. And it's showing love in a different form, like with your girlfriends, with your boyfriends, with your like kids. And that is so nice that she's going to experience that.
I know. And my daughter didn't even know. She's like, what's Valentine's Day? Because it's not like, I wouldn't normally do things with them. And to be fair, I haven't really celebrated Valentine's Day in a while. So it was not a thing that she thinks about. So I was explaining to her and she was like, oh, okay. And she's all excited. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to wear this red skirt with this red top. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe I should get some like cupcakes for the girls or something so they can enjoy really that sweet. Together.
Yeah. And I forgot it's half term. So that's really nice.
I know. Very sweet.
Mom, we love this.
I know. Yeah. Very cute idea.
Yeah, that is cute. I wish we had half term because then I would invite all of you to mine.
Yeah. We need that. Adults need half term and summer holidays. Can we?
What do we do with the kids though?
Right. Yeah.
What do we?
Maybe we could flip it so when they're at school, we're on holidays. Okay.
Because it's not really a holiday. You still got to wake up and do the school run and then pick them up at like 3. But okay, cool. Okay. Hear it.
Yeah, it's not going to work then, is it?
No.
We'll think about it. I'll go away and think about it and I'll come back with a plan.
Yeah, she's not. But okay, cool. Thank you.
So for Valentine's Day, would you buy yourself a gift? Or buy a friend a gift?
I'd probably buy a friend a gift, yeah. But I wouldn't buy myself a gift, no. I
think you should.
That's interesting, yeah. Would you buy yourself a gift?
I haven't bought myself like a physical gift, but last year I gifted myself a massage and I took myself out and I was like, I'm doing this for me.
Yes,
like,
I remember this.
to me, from me, thanks me.
Yeah.
And I remember posting on Instagram and I was like, happy Valentine's Day to my damn self. Like, I probably was a little bit in my feelings and hurt, but
yeah,
I was like, I did this for
enjoyed
me.
it. Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah, no, it was great. But I think it should be more common practice. Like, Valentine's Day can be a self-love day.
But that's it. Like, the day is supposed to be a day about love. It doesn't say, oh, just to only and explicitly to a significant other.
Yeah.
Right.
And the best love is self-love. You need that.
Yes. It really is. It's so basic. It's so like, can't believe we're talking about this in 2024 about self-love, but it actually is, because that journey is so difficult to be on, and it's so ongoing as well. So yeah, like this, I know that this day can be really difficult for a lot of people. Personally, I've not found it difficult, because I think I've been very like, fuck the patriarchy. So I've never let it like make me feel, but probably perhaps when I was like a teenager, and you know, you're starting to like, you're at high school and you're developing feelings for people, and people don't have the feelings back for you, that kind of thing. But as an adult, I'd never really like connected to it as much, because I was like, you're not making me pay that much money to tell somebody that I love them. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is frustrating, because I told you yesterday that I loved you and it didn't cost me anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would find that quite annoying, but I know that this day can be so jarring for a lot of people.
For a lot of people, even people in relationships, they're like, and I know
pressure.
Probably men probably feel it a bit more, where they're like, oh, I got to do something for my wife. Oh, she's expecting this, expecting that. And I feel like if someone has that mentality already, don't do anything. Like, it shouldn't be a chore. Just don't. It's not by force that you celebrate Valentine's Day.
If you're not
100% in it, just leave it. It's just celebrate birthdays and Christmas.
Yeah. And you don't need to do anything big. Like, I mean, like, literally fuck my ex, but
say it again, they didn't hear you.
Say louder than the people in the back. Fuck my ex.
Fuck my ex. Fuck my
ex. Shoulders. Fuck my shoulders.
That needs to be a song.
It does need to be a song.
And if they're listening, fuck you.
He ain't gonna listen.
I hope they will listen one day.
I'll
be like, damn, these girls really moved on.
These women, up. Actually.
These women really moved on and glowed up, and they don't need us. No, we don't.
Goodbye. But like, one thing he did consistently for the 9 years we're together, every Valentine's, always bought me a single rose.
It's cute.
And I wasn't soft like that. So I was like, oh, this is so cute. It is so cute. And it is really nice. So sometimes I think if you're not somebody that maybe you find affection, like being affectionate, a bit difficult, or letting that in, but sometimes people are also doing it because that's what they want to do. And I'm the worst person to receive gifts. The worst.
I know.
I like, so difficult.
Take it back. You're almost offended. Why did you get me this? Take it back.
I'm like, I don't understand why you're buying me this. Don't spend your money on me. That's so silly. Spend it on you.
And it's like, here, have it. I just bought you a box of chocolates. Like, relax.
Oh my gosh, I just got an update to say I have a yoga class, but I cannot go to another one. So I must have booked myself twice.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry.
That's absolutely fine. You're not going to get charged, are you?
Possibly.
Oh.
But I'd rather cancel than to be a no-show, because then that can open up for somebody else who's on the waiting list, for example.
Right. Yeah. Or you could take your laptop to the yoga class and laugh from the yoga session.
Wow, me and a downward dog, not a good look.
Oh God.
40 degrees, imagine.
But
yeah, I forgot too. Like receiving gifts.
Oh yeah, and how you like to literally throw it back in someone's face, but, you know.
Not just for the listener, not because I'm rude, because I find it so uncomfortable that somebody has done something really nice for me. And that is something that I am working on. And that really comes back, just to deep it comes back to how I value my self-worth, and how I see myself, and if I am enough. And so I find it uncomfortable that somebody has bought me something, because I don't feel that I'm good enough to receive it. So
yeah.
And it's not because I'm like, take it back, I hate you. It's like, take it back because I'm not good enough for it. I don't deserve it. So that's, it's very much a journey. The longest journey.
I remember your birthday. Was it last year? Year before? I get mixed up with my years. But we went to that. Is it a restaurant where we had wine and we were with some other people?
Oh yeah, yes, we were with some other people. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end, I don't know, maybe I had a bit too much wine. I was like, don't worry, I got the bill for everybody. I'll pay. That was the wine. I only wanted to pay for you, girl. Honestly, I only wanted to pay for you, but I was like, yeah, it's fine. Just put it on my card. And you were so annoyed with me. You're like, don't do it. Don't do it. And I literally had to say to the waitress, I was like, take my card. Yeah. You remember they were standing there and they were like, I don't know what to do.
It was a bit awkward for other people, but I was vexed. So I didn't care about other people.
Vexed. You were telling them, like, don't do it. She's not paying. She's not paying. And the waitress is like, okay, who's going to pay? I was like, take my card, go.
I was so mad.
I know. Sorry.
I mean, thank you.
The only thing I'm sorry about is paying for the other people.
Yeah, same.
For reasons actually, why. But I was just like, whatever.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you so much. Just I think it's talking about like self-love on V-Day or G-Day, Gyalentines. Is like just being able to sit in a space of like oneness and being like, okay, having some affirmations. This is why I think it's like a everyday occurrence, because it's like telling yourself, like your son is saying every day, like, I love you. Like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, to say that out loud and to mean it is really, really is deeply uncomfortable for me to say that. So I think like being able to have somebody who cares about me a lot to buy me something is like, why? And it's just because I don't see that worth in myself. But I can happily do that for a person that I love and care about.
Yeah.
And I want you to accept it.
But then when it tries to come back, your barrier is all the way up, because you're just like, no.
Yeah.
Like you said, like you don't feel worthy of receiving those gifts or whatever gestures it is. Yeah. But it's interesting how like we can always see the worth and value in other people a lot easier. Like clear as day, you can see someone that you admire and you're like, they are incredible. And you could have the same traits and be like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm not as good as them. Or even worse, you'd be like, I'm not worth anything. And it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
That's exactly it. And I feel like a lot of people have the same thought process as well, that it's like, oh, that person is so amazing and great that I want to be around them and I want to spend time with them. But then it's equally like, why do they want to do that with me?
And that's why it comes back to self-love, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you have that self-love, you are going to put yourself on a pedestal almost and be like, when you receive things, you're like, yes, I do deserve this. I deserve people to appreciate my greatness, and I'm going to receive that. You know,
it's true. It's really true. And I think there's a lot of people that, I'm not going to name names, but there are people who are maybe like coming out of relationships and they're trying to find their way through it. It's so hard having us been through it and going through it, coming out of long-term relationships, whether you also are connected still with them through kids or property or business or cars, whatever it might be, any form of like sort of additional like life that you have to then find yourself existing without that person. And it also does determine, like, if you're already thinking about your self-worth throughout that relationship, and then you come out of it, you start looking for something in all what you only discover later is the wrong places.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, finding it with yourself, and this is literally, again, therapy left me woke but broke. It's like saying about,
go listen to that.
Yeah, it's really good. Listen, by the way, I love how you plug, like, just
we gotta plug our own stuff. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. Go and watch Therapy Left Us. I keep saying that. We need to go on YouTube. Go and listen to Therapy Left Us Woke and Broke. It's an excellent episode.
It is actually
finger
really good.
snaps.
Come on.
It's great.
Love it.
Sorry, carry on.
I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, basically, when you're looking for love in all the wrong places, you almost accept anything. If not anything, you accept everything. You just think, well, this is better than what I had before, or you have these thoughts, these intrusive thoughts that tell you that, well, nobody else is going to want you as you are. Like, I remember when my ex broke up with me and I was like, no one's going to want me. Everybody thinks I'm difficult. And when I said everybody, I was meaning like the men that I had in my life in terms of family members and partners. Like, I'm always told that I'm really difficult, or like my mouth is too quick, like nobody's going to want me. So when he broke up with me, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be alone and no one's going to want me.
Yeah.
So then it leaves you not only vulnerable without knowing that you're really vulnerable, but then you accept what is the bare minimum, but you think is extraordinary. And it's really not extraordinary.
Yeah, that's why you have to love on yourself, like, and treat and spoil yourself so much. Because they're like, you're paying for massages for yourself, you're getting your nails done, your hair done, you're buying yourself flowers. You've already set a standard. So then anyone romantic that comes into your life now, it's like, okay, you're doing stuff for me that I already do for myself. You're not going to be fazed by it. You'd be like, okay, you got me flowers, thanks.
Yeah.
But like, I would get them for myself anyway.
Yeah, I would get those
things,
the massage for myself anyway. I would take myself for dinner. And it's not to say like, oh, I don't want you to do that for me. Like, those things are really lovely, but also like match my emotional intelligence, match my emotional vulnerability, be vulnerable with me, allow me to be soft, and I allow you to be soft. Like, let's connect that way as well. Let's
absolutely
go for walks. Like, sometimes it doesn't even need to be expensive. Like, let's go for walks and we can talk. Let's grab a coffee, a hot chocolate. Like, just sometimes it's just connecting on what is the basics, but then become really strong foundations.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
And where you mentioned like gifts and stuff, I just want your opinion on this. I probably know your opinion anyway, but let me ask you again. Would you prefer to get an expensive gift or a cheaper, smaller gesture gift?
What do you think I'm going to say?
I know, but the listeners don't know. So for the listeners' sake.
Okay, for the listeners' sake, it would be the latter, something small, inexpensive, but something thoughtful. Something expensive, I'm not fast. I'm easily pleased, and I like things that are thoughtful things that don't need to cost a lot of money, because I don't like expensive things anyway. Like, I'm not somebody that has expensive taste. Like, I shop secondhand. I'm a thrifter. Like, so
girl, same.
I don't need like these big things, and I am grateful. Don't get me wrong. Even though it's hard to accept gifts, but I am grateful for when somebody does get me something. But yeah, it would be something small and inexpensive, like a card.
I was just about to say, I love me a handwritten card.
You can't go wrong.
Like, write your feelings down in a card, send it to me. I love that, and I'll keep them for a long time as well.
I still have my birthday cards from last year in my room.
Yeah, I mean, up until like I cleared out some stuff from my mum's house. I literally had all my birthday cards from probably like age 13. It was getting ridiculous.
Honestly, same. I had them from when I was 14 when I was clearing out at my parents' house a few years ago. I was like, wow, I'm sentimental.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think, and I'm on the same page as you, and this is probably why we're like best friends, because we're basically the same person.
Oh my God. Twin flame alert.
Twin flame. Soul connection. Soul sisters. But I don't know, like expensive gifts are like great, but then I think anybody with money could get me this. If you can acquire that money, you can just thoughtlessly buy me a gift that you could just buy anyone. But if you take the time to sit down and maybe go and find my favorite drink, my favorite snack, my favorite flowers, and bring that to me, I'm going to be bawling my eyes out because you thought about me. You didn't just go into a shop and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get her that Birkin bag. I mean, PSA, if you want to get me a Birkin bag, I'm not gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm not gonna say no, because do you know what I would do? I would sell it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. Use it like once or twice and then like sell it.
Yeah, I literally would take it out and be like, oh, done with it now. Aren't they like 10 grand?
Silly. Buy a car.
No, it's actually silly. Do you know what?
I would just put a deposit on the house. Like,
yeah. No, I think I might actually be angry if someone got me that, to be fair. Because 10K is a lot. It is.
Yeah.
But you know, like small gestures go a long way. And like consistent small gestures, you know, like I'm tired at the end of the day and you massage my feet. Or like, I'm too tired to go and get some water from the kitchen. You're like, don't worry, babe, I'm going to get that for you. To me, it's the bare mins. I know it is. But the bar is in hell, so.
It's so low. It's lower than hell. And I think that's, what is it, magma? Is that what the core of the earth is made of?
I didn't do geography. I'm not geographical.
I'm not National Geographical, okay?
Yeah, what do you think this is, girl?
Okay, this is not science class.
Magma.
Magma.
I don't know. I remember like tectonic plates and stuff.
Damn, we're getting into it now. What scientists? Call me Dr. Slay.
Please get a PhD so we can call you Dr. Slay. Oh my gosh. I remember now when I was doing my master's, one of the lecturers was called Dr. Love. Like his surname was Love. Oh, am I shouting him? Oh, they don't know what uni he's from. That could be anyone, right? Anyway, but yeah,
I said nothing because I was like, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure,
but it's out there, and
but he's not going to be the only Love.
No, he's not. His surname was actually Love, and he had a PhD, so he was Dr. Love, and I know he did that, so his wife could be like, "Yeah, I'm with Dr. Love."
Oh my God, I'm a dial 911. Hi, Dr. Love. Can you come to my bedroom? Like, can you imagine?
Come on, love on me.
I want your love on top. Come on. There's so many good things you could say.
I know. Gosh, he knew what he was doing there, innit? When he was studying for his PhD, he's gonna be like, wait till the gal them come and see me. That's love. Shout out to him. He was an excellent lecturer, man. Very, very smart man. But
just a like side note, I never went to the same uni as Natty B, but I have been known to have sat in her lectures with her and signed the register as if I was a student at the uni, just because I wanted to still hang out, and I was just there in her class. And another side note, we never studied anything that was remotely similar. So I had no idea what was going on in the class as well.
That's so funny. There's so many people that just like, so Slay goes to like your uni. And I was like, no, she's just here every week. You really were in the first freshers week and stuff. Yeah. You were around quite a lot.
I was, because we tried to also go to this is also still very relevant because this is about love. We tried to go to the same unis. Like when we put down our options, a lot of our options were the same because we were like, we'll try and go to the same uni.
Yeah.
And
but my grades said no.
My grades said no. I had to go through clearing. Damn.
Yeah, my grades were like, you want to go uni of Birmingham? Nah, girl. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, Birmingham was one of mine as well. And I was like, I'm going to be so gassed going to the same uni as Nat. And then second year, we'll live together. And third year, like, they'll be sick.
Yeah, no. Universe was like, girl, you aim too high. It's one of the mid unis.
Yeah, he's like, go to the Metropolitan, it's fine. And it is fine, actually. It's fine. Like,
no, it is fine. At the time, though, do you remember people would be like, oh, if you're not at a red brick uni, like you're not going to be anything in life.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at us now. We got a podcast.
33 followers. Thank you very much.
33 followers and winning. Come on.
Right? Just to remind us
significance between of the number 3.
Let me look at my angel numbers, because the angel numbers have been talking to us. The angels have been 3 support.
Double support.
Your spiritual guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. Thank you.
I can't lie. The 33 followers are our people, and they are probably just following to support.
And we appreciate the support that you are sending and the love and the guidance. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's so funny. I love that we've got that. But anyway, that is just a real side note of like what love looks like for us is to sit in the same lecture, sign the register, pretend that you're a student at the uni, and actually you're not.
No.
I went to an exhibition a couple of years ago, and it said, what does love sound like?
Okay.
And it had stuck with me for a while. And I thought, wow, like we always think about what love feels like, but we never think about what it would sound like or what it sounds like.
What would you think it sounds like?
I feel like it would sound like something really familiar.
Okay. So when they say sound, does it mean like an actual audible sound, or is it like what someone would say to you, like love sounds like good morning, beautiful? Or
I think it's anything and everything, because we are also individual. How we interpret that is actually what makes it really cool, because I never thought of what you've just said.
Yeah.
Because
when you said it first.
No, go on, girl.
No, I was gonna say, when you said it first, I thought it meant like what are the words people would say to make you feel love. You didn't think of it like that.
I thought like the birds, the like the rain, or I thought about like waves. Like that's what my immediate reaction was that, or familiar things like somebody singing.
Right.
Like something like that. My mind didn't go to like, oh, like you say, good morning, beautiful, or like, do you want the soup or the salad? You know what
So random. No, I want the regular one. If you don't get the reference, you're too young to be listening to the podcast.
Yeah, and you're not cool enough.
You're not cool enough, so exit now.
Oh my gosh. But like, you know, so it's really interesting how you've interpreted that. And I think that's what makes it also really so interesting and even more like amazing, because other people at that exhibition could have also thought it differently to what I thought about.
That's the thing that's so like amazing about human experience, is how everyone interprets things differently and in their own way. And even love, like people interpret that differently. Like how they receive love is not how another person would receive love. So yeah, when you said, so I tried to think, as you were saying, given the examples of how you interpret it and thinking of actual sounds, when you said waves, that one resonated with me, because I love going to like the beach and like hearing the waves. And it's the most comforting and peaceful thing. And if we're to link that with love, I would say that is probably the best sound for me, because it's very consistent. There's like a rhythm to the waves.
That's
Do you know what I mean? There's no pause in it.
Yeah.
It's just constantly flowing, and the sound is very just relaxing.
Yeah. And you know what really stuck out there is when you said it was consistent.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't like about, there's a lot of things I don't like about people, but like when you meet people and they're inconsistent, I hate inconsistency.
Hate it.
Like, if you're gonna be a dickhead, if you're gonna be whatever, if you're gonna be mean, be mean. Don't be mean and then be nice. Just give me consistency, because then I know where I stand as well. And that's otherwise it's really difficult. But when you said like the waves, like that sound for you is familiar, or what love would sound like if it was that kind of atmospheric love, because it's consistent. That's really nice.
No, it is. I love the beach. Not just for sunbathing, I just love looking at the sea.
Yeah, it's calming.
It is.
It's really calming. And what I love about the sea, when I went to South Africa last year, I went with I went back home. I went by myself, but I went to the beach one of the days with my two friends, and we were like, let's go and cleanse ourselves. And I do love that the ocean is cleansing. And in together, and we went under the waves, and we just screamed into the water and like released ourselves, and like released all of, you know, and I was going through it. So I was like, this felt so kind of like therapeutic without knowing or having a level of expectation of what it would give me. But emerging out of the water, and I guess that's why when people get baptized, it's in water, because it feels cleansing, and it is like healing as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like
you've never shared that with me.
Yeah, I think I don't think I have. Yeah, I think I only just went with like my two friends. You know which ones? The one in South Africa. We just went to the beach. We went like with a few friends, but the three of us just went in together and was like, let's just go and cleanse ourselves. And we went under and we screamed.
I love that.
And it was so good. Yeah, so good. And
I love screaming in my car, but I feel like screaming in the ocean might be a bit more.
Screaming in your car. Look. Wow.
It does something.
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
Just a good scream to get everything out.
Yeah. We're going a bit off these, but I went on a walk with two new friends that I've made, and like one of my friends' dogs got lost, and like we couldn't find him for ages. And we were screaming his name, but I couldn't scream. I'd open my mouth to scream, and I was like, I had nothing, and I was like, oh my gosh, my throat chakra is like completely blocked. I just had nothing here. Yeah, I would scream, but I was like, but it was low. I couldn't like pull it out.
Project your voice, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't know what was happening, and I was like, no, this is terrifying. Terrifying to like lose your voice in that way.
You lose your voice.
That feeling of release.
Yeah. Oof. But your voice is so important, because I feel like as soon as you speak things, especially things that you've been like ruminating about in your head, as soon as you speak them, it literally feels like you've just let it go.
Yeah.
Like you've just released it.
It's so like nail on the head, because you're able to like whatever you've stored up throughout the day, and it's like in here in your head, and you want to vent it out, but you don't know. And maybe not everybody has somebody that they can talk to, and some people take to the form of writing, perhaps. And that could be really cathartic instead. But for people who like need to talk it out, and if you can't project it, it's like, is this my demise? Is this me? It was really scary to like, but I mean, we're gonna go on our couple's holiday and we're gonna scream in the sea.
Can't wait. Couple's holiday. Have we explained that you won the competition?
I don't know if we have we? So talking about love, even if we have, then what are you again? So on the topic of love, I entered a competition, and it was a couples only competition, and I don't even think it's got like a resort for kids. And I entered the competition, and you had to enter the name of your partner. So my partner is the one and only Natty B, my partner in life, love, and everything else. Because really and truly, they didn't specify what kind
what
of
do you mean partner, right?
yeah, like you are my partner. So what? So
Yeah.
I put your name, and then they asked for occupation as well. And we have very humble jobs, you know.
Yeah.
They're probably like, oh my gosh, cute, like probably thought lesbian couple, like they're like quota tick because they're ticking the ethnic box and they're ticking the
and
sexuality.
Black women doing good for the community.
So because I didn't expect us to win, because how often do you get like win a competition on social media?
No, when you told me, I was like, girl, you didn't even tell me you entered us. And I was like, and we're not a couple. Like they're gonna find out that we're frauds.
Nah, they're not. They're gonna see us laughing and be the vision I have in my head is you and I on a bicycle together on the tandem bikes. Just like cycling. Nothing screams love like a tandem bike.
That is so funny.
We're gonna jump in the
God.
pool.
I've never been on one, so
well, you will this year. I don't think I've been on one either.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
just like that vision of us cycling together, that is in my head, and also jumping in the pool holding hands. That's all we need to do. That is all we need to do.
We need to do like a montage video of our couples retreat holiday.
I can't wait. I actually can't wait. It will be good. So we just wanted to share what love looks like. And also this is just like a free flow chat and kind of addition just to kind of feel like what love can be like and feel like. And if you know what it sounds like to you, let us know, because that has really stuck with me. This exhibition I went to like 2 years ago, and I bought a postcard, and I still think, and I have it in my room, I'm like, damn, what does love sound like? But it can sound like anything, because what love means, like you said before, what love is to other people is very different, and takes different shapes and forms. But yeah, love doesn't have to always just be singular, and it doesn't have to be just with the romantic other. I'm realizing more and more as I enjoy this period of like just me and not a romantic partner, and how deep and how big love is with my friendships, and also the love that I'm trying to work on with myself. I have connected with and strengthened, loving relationships within my friendship group. And again, I'm coming back to chosen family, because, for example, you are my chosen family, and it's just nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it, really. It's helping me fill my cup, and I don't want it to be filled by others, but that my girlfriends and my boyfriends and my friends like are giving me is it's like no other.
No, it's true. And I can resonate with what you said about, like obviously like when you became single, like you were able to like cultivate your friendships more. And I definitely went on that journey too, where like where my friendships are at now is just so much stronger than they were before. And I think sometimes when you're in a relationship, you get all consumed with your partner, and you forget about the other forms of love that we've spoken about today, like not just romantic love. So and that's something like going forward, I said, when I do have a romantic partner, I don't want to just be consumed by just their love. Like I need to remember that I have the love from other people as well that's equally as valid and valuable to my life. So I think we're taking some like takeaways from today. I think it's kind of, we're talking about Gyalentines, and it's just come down to self-love, really. That can be if you're single, in a relationship, casually dating someone, married, widowed, like any divorced,
every element of life.
Like self-love is so important, and it seems like the most simple and obvious thing, but I don't feel like people get it still.
I agree.
You need to love yourself fully and wholly, and it's not easy.
It's not, because there's so many books that exist about it, so many songs that have been sung about it, so much so that we're still talking about it today. It's not to say that we've mastered it at all. No way. Like the whole reason for this podcast and why we created it is because we found ourselves on similar journeys, and part of that journey is the self-love one, that path that we're, you know, always trying to get to that yellow brick road, and get to the end of where we're like, yes, I've nailed it. But it's not easy, but it just shows that so much of what you want to achieve is about how you value yourself and how you and like your worth, your self-worth. And that's something for me that I am working on so much, so much. So this is really coming from a place of vulnerability to the listeners. I could say so much more about how little I value myself, but it has increased a lot more, like over the years. It's just still not to where I want it to be. But yeah, by no means are we saying like we've completed it, mate.
No. Done that. Bought the t-shirt.
We're all right. But I mean,
I'll put that on the list. Self-love on our merchandise.
Our merchandise.
You know, like we've done it.
We've done it. So bye. Like
what do we do next? But I think there's going to be a lot of listeners listening that can resonate with what you're saying. Like, I think within all of us, like, we do probably have that sense of like we don't value ourselves as much as we should. So I don't think you're alone in that. I mean, I have that as well. You know, like you're not feeling good enough in certain scenarios or worthy enough to receive certain things. So it'll be nice if any of those people that are listening that do resonate, if they want to reach out and speak to us, we would greatly appreciate that, because like I've said in other episodes, like we want to make a community. We're not just here to like preach at you and give you advice, because like, you know, we're unqualified baddie therapists, but you know, we're also here to learn, and we could also learn from you guys.
So, please do just anyway. I mean, we get like some nice text messages here and then, and like please don't stop doing that, because it is helping us, and like Natty said, it's helping us grow as well, and we want to do that with you. So like thank you. I think for me to like conclude, but what I've taken from this, or what I want to share is just, you know, how like to continue rating yourself and being your biggest fan. And I'm saying that to myself. And I'm trying on a regular basis. I do feel sometimes like sort of like I do feel loved. But it's like I know that I need to work on loving myself and showing up for myself more, and receiving, like knowing that I feel love, but receiving it as well from those. And for anybody else who might be feeling the same way and might be feeling disheartened as well about Valentine's, like, you know, you are not alone. I hope that also makes you feel some sort of sense of like community. But know that as long as you trust you and you have your chosen family, and even your family of origin might be the ones that also holding you down, like love that. Just know that there is community, there is people, and there is growth, and it doesn't stop there. And that's not it for you. Like I said to a friend yesterday, the universe is always conspiring to give you good things and have good things be presented to you. So
100%. So believe that and receive it. Hallelujah. This felt like a very wholesome church moment just then. I felt like I need to put my hand up. Amen.
Look, the church episode soon come, because we got a lot to say.
We keep talking about church, don't we?
I know,
just
because we got a lot to chat.
I know, going to hell.
Bible, we all get matching tattoos.
Oh my God. Oh dear. But yeah, we hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day, whatever you're doing, if you're spending it with a loved one or spending it on your own. We just hope your day is filled with love, just overflowing with love. And I mean, if you don't hear from anyone else, we love you, okay?
We love you, boo.
We love you,
we love
and
you.
we believe in you, okay?
Yes, we do. Hit us up. If you need us to send your voice note of for how much we can harmonize.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should do that. Personalized bookings.
Yes. Like and subscribe.
The way you did that, I know they can't see you, reminded me of had your kids, had your wives, like and subscribe.
Oh my gosh,
you just
I
need
love
the bandana on
so much. Had your kids, had your wives. Oh my gosh, what is it? Because there's a man on the loose or something.
Yeah, because I out here raping everybody.
Yeah.
And again, if you don't get the reference, you're too young to be listening to the podcast. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. But thanks for listening.
Yes. And we'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Pause.